this meeting.
Okay.
You are go. You are
Go.
go.
Call the meeting to order. 2 members present in-house, 1 member present by Zoom. And do we have, is there a resignation from Andrew?
Yes, he has resigned.
Okay, so then we have 1 member that has resigned.
His term was
Yeah, his
up and
term.
he
Yeah.
opted not to
Renew.
to
So
renew, so.
we have minutes from October and November that need to be approved. So I'll make a motion to, unless there's corrections that need to occur.
Michael has some corrections sent to Rosemary.
Okay. So are we able
Yeah, I
to,
did send some correction.
are these able to be approved, the ones you sent to me, or do we still need to wait?
I'm able to approve with the edits I sent.
You said we're able to approve?
Yeah, I think.
Yes.
But
Okay.
just 2 small corrections.
All right. I make a motion to approve the October and November minutes.
I second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Minutes are approved. We have guests this evening. Sir, if you'd like to introduce yourself,
My name is Austin Burton.
and I believe your intention is to,
Joined the park board.
um,
I enjoyed your letter, Austin. I thought it was very good. Impressed me.
could you just tell us a little bit about yourself and why you would be interested in being a member of the park board?
In one way or another, I myself grew up in Bristol, though not originally from Bristol. I have been planting roots here in the last 5 years. I've been involved in the community through the hub for the last 6.5 years.
Okay.
And I just wanted to seek more opportunities to pour into the well-being of our town.
Do you participate in the usage of any of the parks?
Yes, sir, I do.
What do you do?
I love to walk. I enjoy our events once they come around. The Cornhusk Festival Homecoming, I've enjoyed since I was a boy.
Terrific. Do you canoe, kayak, or?
I absolutely love to kayak.
Terrific.
Yes,
So quite a bit of water usage yourself?
yes, sir.
Okay. What park interests you the most?
Hermanson Compton.
Why?
Why? The trees.
Okay.
I love the trees and just the loops to walk.
If you could make a change and you had everything at your disposal, what change would you make in the park?
Public restrooms.
Okay.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. Yeah. Anything else that you could think of usage wise?
Nailed it.
Usage wise,
Mhm.
I'd say maybe even water fountains.
Nice. If you had to champion a cause for the parks, what would it be?
Be more children's events for the school.
Terrific. It's a great idea. Do you have children yourself?
No, sir.
No. Okay. Any other questions? Linda, anything you'd like
You're
to ask?
really good, Scott.
Thank you. That was my list I like to see.
Yeah.
Asked. Michael, do you have any questions?
No, I'm pretty good. Austin and I had a really great conversation a couple weeks ago after you sent in his letter.
Okay.
Sounds like a great candidate to me.
Did we have any other letters of interest?
There was one potential, but she found Austin had submitted one. She withdrew her name.
Okay. Linda, are you aware of anybody else?
No.
Now, I think all we do is make a recommendation, right?
Mhm.
I make a motion to make a recommendation to add this fine young gentleman to our current park board as it stands. Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye?
Aye.
Okay, and I believe then the next
Okay,
phase, do you take
so
it?
yeah, Austin, I will take that to the board on Thursday night, the town board. And they're actually the ones that do the actual appointment, your appointment. And appointments are for a 4-year term. And each 4-year term, you have the option of saying whether you want to continue or whether you would, like to drop off. So that's kind of how that works. So every 4 years from the start of 2026, then it would be 2030.
30.
My 2030. Okay, hopefully I'm still alive then. 2030 would be your next option. So all of our meetings are the first Thursday. This is just special.
No, Tuesday.
Tuesday, yeah, the first Tuesday at 6 o'clock. And they usually last maybe less than, yeah, we can
Sometimes
go
they're
anywhere
longer.
from 45 to an hour and a half. Unless there's a real problem or something that we have to really discuss, so. That's pretty much.
Sound like something you want to do?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Scott, he lives across the river.
I do.
I live across the road
Street.
here. Mikhail lives a block away. So we're all kind of just real close here. So if we have emergencies, we, our phones do have an app on them where we can open the pavilion down there. Mine's not working. I need to get that. That's my fault. I need to come in and do something about that, but that's, if we have special times when we need emergency help, we do call on you. And we haven't had to have that very often, but sometimes everybody's on vacation and somebody wants in the pavilion and they can't get in and they're supposed to be getting in. So then we have to go down and do something about that for them. So otherwise, we really don't have any other things. We participate in the Halloween party, and we participate in the Christmas tree lighting. Those are two of our pretty much mainstays that we support. Car show down in the park.
Any other questions for us?
That's time.
Are you planning to come attend the council meeting Thursday?
If work allows it.
Okay,
If you're able to, we put the first of the agenda.
no, the
Is that public hearing?
rezoning is at the first, so there could be a crowd and it could take an hour to get through the rezoning public hearing. So you would be towards the end. Would you like him to attend or should we just allow him to not be part of the mob, the crowd?
Well, it's not necessary that you're there.
We could
Um,
introduce them to the council in January.
Yeah, we could do
I
that.
think that probably would be better. That means it's not gonna be a real good meeting for you to come to.
Yeah.
Crowd wise. I mean,
Yeah,
it's standing room only probably, but.
Yeah.
So.
Do I get to come and speak my piece on Thursday?
You may,
Mhm.
Sweet.
absolutely. Well, you're a town resident. I would.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I think it'd be good if maybe planned on the first Thursday night of January. That'd be good
Well,
time.
we canceled that meeting, I think, because of the first.
Oh, we did.
I don't know, because I don't think we're meeting on the first.
Well, that is January 1st.
Does he have to be here to be appointed?
No,
No.
no.
Yeah, so the first Thursday of January is the first, and I don't know if we rescheduled it, or just cancel that. But otherwise, we'll be meeting the 13th, the work session for the 15th. We might find that out.
Yeah. Okay, so the 15th for sure we'll be here meeting. Pencil that in and,
7 p.m.
okay. You're a shoe-in. I'm just saying, you'll be appointed Thursday.
Yeah.
Yes, thank
You
you for
will.
your interest.
Yeah,
You're welcome to stay. If you gotta go, that's okay too.
That's fine too.
That choice is yours. But thank you again for putting in a letter and coming to meet with us this evening. We really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
You're
In
welcome.
that case, I'll send to my wife.
Okay. Have a good evening, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a Merry
Yes, Sarah.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas, yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Austin.
Floor's yours.
Agenda, one.
I don't think we have much to I don't know if anything to report
I
since the
think
last
Michael
meeting.
maybe wanted an update of our tree lighting, so I'm sorry if I'm off the
I
agenda.
got a couple questions myself, so. I was hoping Eric was going to be present.
No, but I'll try and answer those
Okay.
best I can.
Do you want to update the tree lighting? then?
Yes.
Is that okay?
Yeah,
So I
go
sent
ahead.
out the reports earlier, so if you have any questions regarding the reports. As for the tree lighting, we did that a few weeks ago. It was a cold, I think it might have been one of our first snowy evenings. Had a great turnout. We had probably around 100 people, I'm guessing,
Nice.
show up to the event. We had Bristol Community Church choir, some of their members come and sing a few carols. We had Santa and Mrs. Claus that evening. And the Bristol Fire Department just nailed it. They put lights all over their engine. And they brought Santa in style. So Santa stayed for some hot cocoa and some photos and just a really cool event. I will say I talked to several families that I necessarily didn't know they were from the area, but they said they've been coming and bringing their kids every year to this event. It's just something they look forward to.
That's great, because it was very cold that night.
It was cold.
Yeah, I had to work at Middlebury and it was freezing.
Yeah.
Because that's the same night that theirs got moved to because of
Yes.
the previous week.
And Goshen's
Weather
was
issue.
sent too, so there was a
Yeah.
lot of tree lightings that
Yeah,
evening.
it was very cold.
And we thank the Bristol Fire Department for opening up their bays and allowing just a warm place to host this event, so.
Awesome.
Anyhow, it's been a
That
great
was really
event.
good. It was one of the best ones we've had.
The tree looks great.
And the fire truck, what they did with that fire truck is unbelievable.
Nice.
It was cool. The only thing is, I wish, did they go through town ever?
I don't know if they went through our town, but they attended, in Elkhart the next night at a parade,
Yeah,
so.
Yeah.
But anyhow, it was a fun event.
it was just
and,
beautiful.
Yeah, I can give you guys the financials, but I think you guys gave me a budget of 400, we spent right around like $300.
Okay.
So,
Great, I was just gonna ask if you had enough, for the concession, so.
yeah,
Thank you
Yeah.
for everything you did for it, it was like it was good.
it was fun, we had a great turnout, so thank you guys for supporting that event.
Eric is joining us.
Oh, great.
Sorry, one more thing, is there anything you can think of for next year, to support beyond the health and concession?
Beyond the concessions, no, I don't, not that I can think of, Michael, we just do a hot cocoa and a cookie. And then we just print out some, activity sheets for the kids to do. There's a few things like we wanna add more seating and tables, but that's something we just do, with the setup process. The Opera House loaned us a fireplace, a chair for Santa, so great partnership
It looked
there,
really nice.
for the
We
photos.
could get some kind of, if somebody was ingenious enough to do, I don't know, either something you push down to light the tree or, I mean, you see them on Hallmark all the time. I don't know what it could be, but,
I mean, other than,
Well,
that works too.
we had to bring a little extra Christmas spirit,
Clark-
because it didn't take
Clark
the first
Griswold.
time.
Well, I know it didn't go the first time.
That's a thought,
But if-
I think I might know somebody, named AJ, that might like to engineer that.
I mean, because then that brings, what it does, it kind of brings everybody to a central point,
Closer to the tree.
closer to the tree, and Santa knows where to go to do this.
That's
And
something I'll make it know.
Yeah, that was the thing I like with, not to bring up Middlebury, but that it took like 3 or 4 attempts for the tree to finally light.
Well, it
It would
took
come
us-
on and it would go off.
took
It
us
would come
2.
on and it would go off. And then it finally went on and stayed on.
Goshen.
Now, I don't know if that was a cold weather, because of cold weather, I don't know what the deal was, but they had similar issues. Then it finally stayed lit.
Sound like they just need a little extra Christmas cheer.
Yeah, something.
I like that idea, but let me see who I can talk to.
That would be really, really, really easy to do. Just even a regular light switch would work. So
I mean, anything just so it kind of just shows, centralizes it all.
we'll get Wendell to wire that. Well, that'll be just fine. No, Eric says no.
We would definitely test it prior, and they did test it.
Yeah,
but then we had those winds that came right through too, so I know some of the,
That's where
I think
we're.
Goshen had
They
some
were having
issues.
issues, yeah. And the
But-
wind was kind of wreaking havoc a little bit, so.
but I like that idea, Linda. Next year, a little bit, another note, hopefully the Northridge High School might, they have a student-led choir group. They were unable to attend this year, but they definitely wanna bring, the students to this event next year. I'm not gonna say that's locked in, they seem promising, but if there's a community church choir, had a wonderful time, they loved it, they
Are
said
we,
they'll
are we
be
gonna do
back.
the same thing the second Friday?
I always try to do the first Friday.
Okay,
We try to just keep it the first Friday, start off the,
I just think if we
December.
always do it, then we
Oh,
all
yeah, I
know,
think
everybody
Middlebury was
knows.
supposed to be a Saturday, it was something weird.
the
and
end
it
of
got moved.
November, yeah.
Yeah, it was supposed to be the Saturday
I think
after
all
Thanksgiving.
snow.
If we
Yeah.
just leave it the first Friday, everybody knows.
Yeah, because, yeah, Middlebury's is usually the first Saturday or whatever after Thanksgiving. Just we're not on the same week,
Seemed like it works well the first, that weekend.
Yeah.
There were other events, so,
sure.
but if there's anything you guys would like to see added to this event, let me know. We're open to it.
Just ahead of time, if we keep around that same, set aside that same dollar amount. That 400, it seems
Oh,
like that covers whatever you want
Mhm.
to do, I think.
Unless they have something else that they, you
Yeah.
know,
As long as
that
we
we
have
help
that
with, if
kind
we
of-
can help with like something to light the tree. I mean, I wouldn't mind helping with that.
Okay,
We could help with that.
continue to grow it, make it fun for families.
Mhm.
Yeah, just making sure we have the funds to cover the cocoa and cookies and that type of stuff, so.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Sounds great, thank you guys.
Thank you.
I think we had 20 Santa letters we sent out, but then there were families that 2 or 3 were in one Santa, one letter. So there was 20 of them sent out.
Santa's busy.
Is that all you got?
Unless you have any other things for me, I'm sorry, yeah.
Mm.
Yep, I'm good.
Mike, anything?
Nope.
Eric, I had a couple questions on, since I didn't see you last month, the basketball court.
Yep.
Did that,
Pavement's put down. I don't know if they were able to beat the weather with the grass work and dirt. I don't know if they were able to beat that. We got that snow kind of suddenly, so. Once it thaws, which I'm hoping tomorrow, maybe it'll thaw. I don't know see what kind of work they got left there, but beside that, concrete pads put in. They were able to put in another smaller pad to the south of it for a bench to go there. We were able to rob one of the benches that was on the west side of the pickleball courts, because the other one got damaged, somebody backed into it. So instead of just leaving those there, I transplanted the one good bench to the basketball court. Thought that'd be a good location for it.
okay. Did you, and then we had talked about a couple months ago, filling of the cracks for the pickleball court. Was
Yeah.
that,
I
is
gotta
that,
sort the good sealant for that. It's kind of a challenge because you don't want to put a sealant in that's gonna separate.
right,
After, a few months of use, so I gotta source a good one. I've got a few vendors, I've kind of put the idea in their head, just to let me know if they can come up with something.
okay,
So they, of course, I get the usual business card, yeah, we'll get back with you type thing.
all right. We had brought up, those mats, and I had looked on Amazon, 3x5 mats, and they're like
Mhm.
$20.
How
And
much?
$20, I'd actually found some for 18 on Amazon to replace the mats. So I didn't know if we wanted to just order black mats. It seemed like we could order a whole bunch of mats for a lot cheaper than that other place, because I think the size that we decided was 3x5. So,
They're just a rubber. That's it.
yeah, it was a black rubber mat that, just catches the debris off of the shoe. Menards was carrying them, and I didn't go there and look around. I think that's where they came from to begin with. But I didn't know if that was a more sensible thing to do, was ordering them, or if we really wanted to go forward with that printed mat.
$20 a pop, and it's for a 3x5 that's not bad. And what we got, 1, 2,
6 of them?
6 of them, yep,
Okay,
yeah, that sounds reasonable to me, I mean,
okay,
$120, that ain't bad. for
No.
sometimes.
all right. I'll see if I can find those and do you want me to forward you that link, Jill? Okay, I can do that.
I would, thank you.
Okay, yep. All right. Those were the 3 things that I didn't get to talk to you about last month. So that was it.
Wonderful.
Thank you, Eric.
Not a problem. But real quick, I just wanna explain, we did get the reef stuff throughout town. And yeah, we've had our challenges with some working, some not. But aside of that, in the park, we had the snowflake light that, we will be putting up, hopefully tomorrow, if not the next day. Trying to find a good day to do it, between the snow and the cold, like frigid weathers. Those will be up this week though.
Are
That's
we
good.
able to plow those paths, the walking paths?
The one at Cogden has been taken care of with the skid loader. The one at Cummins has not been taken care of, but that for some reason doesn't seem like it gets a lot of traffic. But
Yeah, I had a couple people get a hold of my wife on Facebook in reference to keeping the paths clean.
Okay.
So I just wanted to ask if that was a doable thing, so I can get
It
those
is.
folks answered back, so.
okay, yeah, that's definitely possible. I can have one of the guys take the skid loader myself. We can clear out that walking path for them.
Okay. Yeah, hopefully that takes care of it, but yeah, it was just to ask if we actually did that or not, and I was unable to answer them. I don't know if we had.
Yeah, Cogden has been priority.
Okay.
It's like, can't do it,
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That was all I had for Eric. I don't know about anybody else.
Oh, real quick, now I'm thinking about park things. The Rubbermaid closet, that will be sourced, this week as well. Thank you, Jill, for getting those rebates. I'm sure that's gonna cover a good majority of the cost of that, if not all of it.
Go ahead.
What?
I would just say that's for Herman's Park to keep our cleaning supplies.
Oh,
in that
Rubbermaid thing, okay.
Closet.
Mhm.
Hey, Eric, one other thing, do you remember that with the kayak launch? Are you able to remove that railing?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I took it right down there today.
Okay,
And I was looking at it, yeah, the first opportunity I get, and maybe even tomorrow morning,
okay,
I used to trash
Right.
one of those rails, it was
Okay.
too much, I did the last one, so.
that was the other thing I wanted to remind you of last month and didn't get to see it. Thank you for going and looking at that.
Yeah, I was hoping that it wasn't twisted underneath it, but I think we're good right now,
Okay,
yeah, we should be all right, get that out of there.
all right, thank you.
Well, at least the ones that are facing more towards the river, the ones that are in, on the shoreline more.
Those should be okay. Okay,
Yeah,
thank you.
you're welcome.
So, Eric, I appreciate you guys getting the wreaths up, but we really have to put them up on both the bars. And I know that you guys were really pressed for time and all of that. But, and we didn't have time and I know that Perry probably did not have, he usually, what happens, Eric, is that Perry goes out and he measures the difference, so those wreaths slide right on. And he didn't do that.
No, they're all water jawed and.
And they're all whopper jogged, but every year we need to do that because half of them are sliding off. And they're hanging on just barely. The one in Dean's fell completely off.
Yeah.
And so, next year, we really need to measure that and mark a pole and then go set those arms the way they're supposed to be set and then put the wreaths on. But
Absolutely.
like I said, it's hard when you're doing it for the first time. You've never
So-
done it before, or,
Next year, all of these poles are gone.
yeah. Well, I don't know what, some way we're gonna have to do something about.
So
Reese will
we'll
have to
be,
figure
we'll be
that out.
resetting arms for the new poles.
Yeah,
We'll do it right and
okay.
they
Well,
will
maybe we
move
could
like,
Yeah.
release some of the old, are they removing them all at one time, or they just?
Yeah. everything's going.
They all come out, right?
Uh,
That's what I'm saying.
in the
west side.
construction zones.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But they should be back up on.
Yeah,
Right.
Right.
Yeah, there's, the new ones should be back up.
Yeah, and all those poles that stick out, those are bolt on, clamp on style,
Yeah.
poles. I don't know, Mike, you and I, we talked about having that company, I think that was something along the lines of having those welded on. They were set to a certain, dimension as far as one to the other.
Seems like we made a decision on that, but it was so many months ago. I don't remember what we came up with. But I know we did talk
Right.
to them about it, so they're aware.
Well, I look at this too, as that the worst case scenario, we can clamp on what we currently have, if not, we can have some new ones made. I think I've got a box of additional, poles that can be bolted on, so
Okay.
we got quite a few new ones that we throw on there. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Okay,
For right now, though, I mean, we were in a rush to get those wreaths up and we had some lighting issues. But now we gotta go back through and readjust all those poles back to the belong. And we'll get them so that they're actually zip tied and they ain't gonna fly off. The one that like that happened in front of Dean's house, stage trucks came through and they
Somebody
just blasted
hit it.
out the heavy
Yeah.
snow and they just knocked a lot of those. Even the one by, Central Park there, they knocked that one almost clean off of there. So they were throwing some pretty heavy snow,
mhm. They were,
but yeah, that's one of my things I wanna get taken care of this week before Christmas, before anything. Get that stuff taken care of, the snowflakes, throughout Coggan.
that's fine.
Okay.
I'm not complaining, cause I know it was hard. I just appreciate what you got them up.
Michael,
Yeah, well, that was crunch time, it was like, well, we got a little break in the weather, we can knock this out real quick, and we're able to get them up that day.
Mhm.
Yeah, it takes 3 dump truck loads of those wreaths to go up. And, not very fun staying in the back of a stainless bed when it's snowing.
anything else for Eric? Eric, anything for us?
Not at the current moment, I mean, I think maybe if there's anything that's left, we'll talk about basketball court striping, that'll be, next spring.
Okay,
We're gonna hammer down on that, we're gonna find a company that can, lay off some good stripes.
okay, terrific.
Alrighty,
All right,
One other thing, since you're talking about next spring, can we maybe at the next meeting in January, get a plan for, when we would be replacing those trees that were taken out?
yes. I wanna take an overview map and I wanna find some locations where we can apply those. I mean, Cogden's gonna be one, I know I'm gonna leave that field wide open for our events. But I'm thinking towards the north side of that pavilion, we can find a little bit of a different pattern layout there.
Yeah, get some shade for the picnic area and the playground area.
Correct. Yeah,
Great, thank you.
you're welcome.
Well, I liked it that Austin is interested in the trees. So that might be something that
sure.
Austin might like to work on.
Mhm.
I think that would be great,
Are you-
him and Kathy.
Any other new business?
I did have a proposal for something to go up in Memorial Park.
Okay.
I've spoken with Linda a little bit about this, and I didn't get permission from any of the families to name names here, so I'm not gonna name any names, but, I just know that we've lost, a lot of local Bristol people in, the past few years, as recently as October, a former teacher and coach that's, coached probably at least hundreds of local Bristol kids throughout the years, passed, and I know Linda recently lost a friend and, a lady that contributed a lot to our community. Also spoken with a young gal that I met through, she's lived and worked locally here for years, and beginning of December was the anniversary of the passing of her father. And I just thought it would be possibly a good idea for us to look into creating a memorial park. Just something simple, with a simple message, something like gone but not forgotten, something along those lines, and then just a list of names with, if the families would like, date of birth, date of death, for Bristol residents, say, in the past 5 years that we've lost. You've seen this kind of thing, say, at the Wellfield Botanic Garden, where people can purchase a paving stone with the name of a loved one. But I thought it would be something good for us to put the bill, or see if local businesses would be interested in sponsoring something, so that anybody who wanted to honor a lost loved one from Bristol, say just within the last 5 years, we could do that. My initial thought is just something simple, like an engraved plaque, possibly in the same style or appearance as the plaques that are already out there. And we could even potentially leave space at the bottom or on the back, so if the town or individuals wanted to continue that tradition of honoring lost loved ones. Just wanted to know if this was something that any of you would be interested in, and if so, I do have contact information for the teacher and coach I spoke about. Just what do you guys think about that? I have something more detailed typed up I can email to you guys.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea just for the park in general. I mean, that's always the idea for a park that's called Memorial Park. Is a memoriam to folks from the community. So I would like to see that
We would,
developed, so, I'm not sure, how to do that, like, I have no idea, so I don't know if that's something you wanna champion and then
I have an idea.
bring. Linda says she has an idea, so,
Yeah, let's hear it.
yeah,
The Bristol Alumni Association.
Yeah.
Has done something similar to that at the high school. And I don't know if they've run out of room or what they've done, but maybe they would like to kind of move it
yeah, I'd like to see
to
it.
Memorial Parks.
Yeah, if there's something that's already in the community, if it can be moved, well, and definitely be something that can be added to, an ongoing thing that we develop
Right.
for that park. And I don't know what the long-term development is for that corner across the street, or like, does Memorial Park eventually go away, that sort of thing, but if we do something, is it movable,
It would be good for the park board to give some thought to that space where it is right now, the extra space you have. There's gonna be some construction work there with a new water main through the park, so I'd recommend we not do anything, but
Right.
if you have a plan, so when we begin putting things back together, is there stuff there, that little pavilion, do you wanna replace that? Is that still in good shape, or do you wanna move it? A lot of those types of questions.
Yeah,
Now would be a good time to plan for that, and
yeah, so Michael, I would like to see, I don't even know what, massive.
I-
Go
I
ahead.
have thought on this, as part of around the drinking fountain area, that's kind of like a rotunda area, like a roundabout, if you will, where the paths intersect each other, that what Mike is, discussing with the water main coming through there, I have a feeling that, I would hope that they're not gonna be open trenching, but I feel that that's probably the direction they go. So if they're gonna open trench that and they're gonna tear up all the stamped concrete, maybe it's something where we do like a paved path, and in that roundabout area by the drinking fountain, you kind of have paper in a circle with potential residents' names on it. That's just my thoughts.
And I was thinking if we do something like a plaque similar to the things that are out there, it's on a post, it seems like that would be easy to move should we need to. But I also like the idea of just planning this now, so that when we do put that park back together after the construction, maybe this would be something that is a part of that, like we're reopening the park and also putting up that memorial at the same time, kind of a ribbon cutting slash.
That might give us time to talk to like the alumni or whoever to get maybe some input, so. Or-
Linda, do you know?
or even
individuals
the Legion.
alumni association?
you
Yeah,
know,
the Legion is another one that,
Yeah, the Legion could be somebody we probably ought to talk to as well, so maybe include more, you
Sure.
know, a couple players, you know. And get some feedback.
Yeah, I think
So,
with local churches as well.
yeah,
Reaching out to anybody we know individually that's lost someone. Again, I know, I was thinking I was just gonna name names, but since I didn't talk to anyone, probably shouldn't do that on the record here. But I think we all know people that have passed, if you know anybody individually.
well, the Heritage Society, the Bristol Heritage Society, we know we know everybody that's passed.
But my question is, are we
Right.
gonna list everybody that's passed, that's
No,
been a Bristol
I don't
resident, or are we
know.
just going to list those families who want to pay for a space?
and that's what we would need to discuss.
Bill, I'm sorry, could you speak up there? I couldn't quite hear what you were saying there, Bill.
Yeah, so my question was, are we going to list everybody that passes that's been a resident, or are we just listing those whose families would like to purchase a space for their loved ones?
My thought is that this would not be a responsibility for the people to purchase, because I know some people that have lost family wouldn't be able to do that.
Okay,
Same thing goes, I mentioned possibly asking businesses for donations. I would want to make clear that we wouldn't be putting their name on anything. This wouldn't be a sponsorship opportunity. Really, I think it's something in my mind, and that, this is totally open for discussion and development, but my mind is anyone who's lost a family member that's interested, I think we should try to include them. And I mentioned 5 years, that's kind of an arbitrary number. If there's somebody just outside of that that has a family member they'd like to include, I think we should consider it. Same thing goes with town limits. I mean, if someone is just outside of Bristol, but they've lived here and come to our town and used our parks for their lives, I think that's something we should consider too. I don't have any idea how many people that would be. I don't expect that it would be such a large number that it would be prohibitive. Especially if we're just talking an engraved plaque with names, just listed, I think we'd be able to fit the names. And my initial searches into, bronze engraved plaques, $500 to a few $1,000s. I'm assuming a few $1,000s is gonna be something rather large and elaborate, which is not necessarily what I'm proposing. But I think, certainly from the donations and endowments that we've just received, I think this could come out of that and still leave plenty left over for other things, if that's something we want to consider doing. But my initial intention was not to have family members purchasing a thing, because it would limit people who don't have the money from being able to participate.
Anything else on that?
I'm just checking my notes to see. Mike, would you have any way of finding out where we purchased the existing memorials there? Like, I'm thinking of the metal sign. I know that's a long time ago. The business that we got it from is probably.
What metal sign are you
Might be
talking?
able to help us towards that.
If
metal
if anything,
sign are
we
you-
went through the- Sorry, Linda, I didn't mean to interrupt.
That's okay.
If it's anything like what we currently have at like the cemetery with the niche tower, we've dealt with Michiana Monument, regarding that in the past, and this has just been a more recent thing that we're trying to get ourselves away from the responsibility of taking the plaques, but aside of that, I will say that these plaques are not exactly, cheapest thing out there. I mean, I recently got a quote just for a little plaque of just the date of death that got screwed onto a plaque, and it was almost $300 just for a small little piece of metal. So these plaques can get rather salty. Just to kind of give you a heads up on it. But it's the company that we've used aside of Michiana Monument, which is Matthews, and they were the ones that supplied the ones for the niche tower. And that's who I got the quote from. Matthews directly. So just, keep that information in mind, it can cost. And of course, you got engraving costs, which, I'm not sure what that cost could be, but, just saying like it could stack up relatively quick.
Yeah, the one that's in front of the little gazebo on the stone for Tommy Thompson, that was given to us by the Methodist Church at the time they sponsored that for Tommy Thompson.
I think Michael was referencing the sign that's on the post as well.
We didn't buy that.
Well, that's
That's
a state, that's a historical marker. The one you're talking about that's standing up,
Yeah,
there's two of them, that's a state historical marker. And that's
okay. so
quite
it's- the town
expensive.
is not involved in purchasing.
No, that's very expensive, I'm sure. You're talking about probably $5,000 just for those two, yeah. For the two of them.
Hmm.
And then, of course, it's something that the state does. I mean, I don't know how to get more state markers in a park. You have to have some kind of an event, and that seems about the only event we've had around that I know of.
There's some options out there, I think, we
Yeah.
could just
Yeah.
shop around,
Just take a look and see what there is,
Mhm.
yeah.
so.
Yeah, I was asking just about ones that we had purchased to find out if we had a company, that we could start the conversation with.
Yeah.
And I was suggesting something similar in style and appearance to those markers, just for visual continuity within the park.
We have
Well, Michael,
several-
Yeah.
what-
Okay, discussion.
I can drop off one of the, books that I got from Matthews, and you can kind of take a gander through it, see what, would apply to it, and then you can kind of get the idea from there.
That'd be great, thank you. If you, let me know when it's a town hall or something, I can stop by or.
Yep, it's sales catalog, yeah, I'll drop it off. I don't believe the price has been updated, so I'm just kidding, forewarning on that as well.
Right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And Michael, we do have other memorials that are in our parks. We have benches and we have a swing, and that we do have plaques that I got them at what's our sign company?
Yeah.
Premier Signs. That's just a plaque that we put on it
Mhm.
saying who it is a memorial of and that type of thing. So we have done little plaques.
great.
And trees, we've got trees out there that we've done, so.
And that might be a place to start too, is just with Premier Signs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So.
Yeah,
All right,
because
great.
once you get,
Thank you.
I mean, you're like down in Hermance Park. We have that engraved in stone because the big brass plaque that we had for Bud Hermance was stolen. Somebody just took it. And that you put a brass one out there and it's just asking for trouble. I think.
Yeah.
This day and
That's-
age,
Yeah, we just,
Yep.
I worry about my irrigation.
precious metals.
But if you guys like the idea of us exploring this, I'll reach out to the teacher and coach that I mentioned.
Yeah.
Linda, if you want to talk to the family of your friend, and see if they have any interest. And in the meantime, we can, look into what would be the best option, as far as what type of plaque and what type of cost we'd be looking at. But,
Mhm.
I'll also email you guys the more detailed proposal that I had, so you can take a look at it, and we can discuss it again at a future meeting.
Sure.
Any other thoughts or questions about that for me?
No, I just think that that's the purpose of a park like that, so we should pursue that, so.
Okay, that's what I was thinking too, so thank you, I'm glad to hear that you guys have an interest in it as well.
Yes. Any other new business? any old business that we still need to cover?
Are we gonna talk about each park or just throw something out there?
Well, I kind of brought up Cummins already and Eric brought up Congdon.
I have something for Herman's. How's
Go right
that?
ahead. That's our last park.
Okay, we have a utility closet in there that we used to store all our summer park program supplies. I don't know the proper term, but it's a lot of those iron-on beads that the kids would do. I don't think we're gonna do a summer park program in our near future. What would your guys' interest be if I reach out to the school or our library to see if they could utilize those supplies and clean out that closet?
I'd start with the library first and then go to the
I'd
schools.
start to the library
Yeah.
first.
Just
too.
because I like the relationship we kind of developed with the library, so I'd kind of like to,
Well,
see
and
it kinda
they're
go
in
there.
need of,
yeah.
And I
They're in
don't
need
know
of
if they're gonna want these supplies, but
If
just
they
to
don't.
offer it,
Mhm.
and just get that cleaned out, if you guys are okay with that.
I'm absolutely fine with that.
yeah, I
Okay,
think that's great.
okay. That's the only thing I had for
Okay.
romance.
Yeah, I don't even know if any of the churches have kids programs that would want to.
Oh, I guess if we don't have any luck with those two, I can just ask the churches.
Yeah, I'd try the
You
library
might have to go
first.
clear to 17, County Road 17, where they got a good youth program there, but the Baptist church there, as far as one of size, that might use something like that, if library or schools don't, so
Yeah, we'll ask around, see if we
Okay.
can find some use for those items.
maybe kind of in that order, so,
Okay, I can do that.
okay, cool, thank you.
Mhm.
Any other issues in any of the parks to be discussed?
Sure.
I think everything's fine. No.
Okay, always, that's cool, okay. Eric, anything else, you good?
No, sir.
Okay. Motion for adjournment,
I move that we adjourn our meeting.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Hi,
Happy holidays,
Yes.
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year,
Merry Christmas, everybody.
see you all next
In
year.
2006,
All right.
26.
Thank you.
Sorry I couldn't join you guys tonight, but I didn't want to
Awesome.
give anybody an early Christmas present quite here.
Sorry that you're sick.
Get
So,
well.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm off isolation by Thursday, so.
okay,
thanks.
well, get well, take care,
Probably won't
Yeah.
all right,
All right,
bye.
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 You guys wanna hear something cool? I didn't wanna say it on the recording. But are you familiar with Middlebury and their work-based learning? You're probably familiar with
And they're what?
work-based learning opportunities for the juniors and seniors specifically.